First, we are going to start with Fuck the Cowboys. I'm used to having Buddha and Branson as my backup singers right there, and us harmonizing Fuck the Cowboys. I handle the baritone. We are preparing for Super Bowl 57 with Branson's Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And let me tell you how I found out it was called Super Bowl 57. I had to Google it because I do not know how to read the Roman numeral 57. I don't read Roman numerals past, the basic ones like, 3 and 5. And once you get to like 20 plus in Roman numeral, I don't know that shit. I would remember that shit like back in grade school when they tested me on it, but like when you work in the IT industry and you're constantly having to like learn new shit, you don't have time to really relish in old ancient shit like Roman numerals. So I had to find out that way it was Super Bowl 57. So I'm cool with both teams. I don't have a beef with the Eagles, but sometimes just to fuck with Branson, I pretend I do. My beef is with the Cowboys. It's always going to be fuck the Cowboys. With that being said, the reason it's fuck the Cowboys is because all of our teams are in the NFC East as well. So Branson's team is Philly. Buddha's team is the Giants. My team is the Commanders. And, we all form like Voltron against the Dallas Cowboys in our conference. So, when we say fuck the Cowboys, we mean that shit because, one of our teams' success is dependent on Dak Prescott fucking up like clockwork. He's the second generation of cowboy quarterbacks that just fuck shit up at the last minute. Like, did Tony Romo really handed the baton to Dak Prescott? He's like, nigga, I want you to have all my pros as well as all my cons. And, it was great watching the Cowboys lose. It was great. People automatically go, well, what about the Commanders? What are they doing? And it's like, look, dude, I'm a Commanders fan. We ain't winning no goddamn Super Bowls anytime soon. I wish we would. And, when the time comes, or, if we get halfway through the season and shit is good, I'm cool with starting to root for the Commanders. But, I stick by my team every season. Every season I root for them, whether they lose, whether they win. But we're not delusional about it. And I think that's what separates the average NFL fan from a Cowboys fan. The Cowboys fans are like the New York Yankees of the NFL. It's just like every year, no matter who they have, what their potential isn't, everybody swears they're going to make it to the end. It's like, oh, the Knicks are the same way. Mm. But that's why I'm not a big fan of Cowboys fans. And that's why even when my team is losing, it's still fuck the Cowboys. Because at least we're humble about our team, whether we're winning or losing. But this is going to be a big deal, I guess. They said it's the first time two starting black quarterbacks face off against each other, even though they most likely won't ever be on the field at the same time once the game starts. Uh, I didn't know that. I'm gonna be honest. I thought a couple years ago that that was already like etched in history, but apparently, I thought like when the two black coaches squared off in the Super Bowl, that was the end of the black, you know, record thing. Because when Doug Williams won, that was momentous. I was like, first time a black quarterback won, and then you hear this black quarterback did this. The first time these black coaches were in the Super Bowl, and I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure every position has been covered by a black player in the Super Bowl, but now, nope, nope, nope. We got two starting black quarterbacks facing off, and that's apparently new. I didn't know that myself. I thought that had already happened. That's why I'm kind of like, really. Um, I don't know anybody pulling for anybody. who's pulling for who during the game? Um, I don't know. I think the Eagles have the edge just from the way I saw both teams play in the conference finals. I think the Eagles are going to take it. Um, but if it's close, I could really see the Chiefs pulling it off. I think Jalen Hurts is pretty cool, but I think Patrick Mahomes is a much better quarterback. And I think if it comes down to last minute, then I could see the Chiefs, and the game is close, I could see the Chiefs pulling it off. The only way I could see the Eagles winning it is if they like whoop their ass, like the way they whooped the 49ers ass. If that happens, then yeah, I could definitely see the Eagles winning. But if it's like a close game and the Chiefs get it in the 2 minutes, I don't see the Eagles beating them. But where are you going to watch the game? Feel free to let me know because I'll be in Raleigh for Super Bowl Sunday. I will pull up. If there is a grill available, I am bringing beef ribs. So